collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to your timeless romantic soulmate contract read. I'm your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal. For short, they are my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 years in service at the time of this timeless recording. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box so you can preview it for free, and it's also available on Patreon, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. Some of my subscribers get the original, not the Kindle, but the original PDF. That the artwork is off the scale on that one. It's like a Fellini movie. If you want to get it there along with a bunch of other benefits like an unlisted YouTube live stream link every morning. Me sitting on the couch in my bathrobe, usually with a cup of coffee, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications. We're doing Zoom classes there now. We record them, so anybody who cannot take the Zoom class at the time can watch it back later. All levels get the Zoom classes. All levels get the daily check-ins, the live streams with a little blessing at the end, and all of my subscribers have complete access to all the extended readings, past, present, and future. There is an extended reading for this. You can check it out on VIMEO.com, Vimeo on demand if you like, or $5 a month as a human. You get all of them. I might add a tier eventually. Since this is a timeless reading, I might have already called The Watcher or something, where they get the extended reads and the live streams, and just that. I don't know. We'll see what the divine wants on that. So if you want a deeper experience, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon from the Archangel Alliance, baby. Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hey, my truly, truly, truly outrageous gems. Hope you are all well. It is soul contract time. Let's get down to work. There are many links in the description box below talking about twin flame soulmates, soul contracts, all of that, and a side of archetypal fries. A redefinition by Matt Kahn, spiritual teacher. His YouTube channel, Matt Kahn, All for Love. His books, all of it have been of immense help to me personally, not just in the romantic sexual area, but it's all connected, right? His video, Soul Contracts, Twin Flames and Soulmates Redefined, 2018, he published that. Amazing. Totally spun my third eye around. And being raised by a lawyer, as I was able to look at these contracts in a much clearer and healthier way. So that's what this is based on if you want to check it out. Because bottom line, soulmates help each other heal. Friend, lover, co-worker, whoever, you give each other the love that you want. You help each other heal. Twin flames, you teach each other how to heal yourselves and love yourselves, which is often by, well, they may love you, but not giving you the love that you want, but the love that you need, which sometimes is none at all, right? Twin flames burn, soulmates soothe. There we go. But we are looking at the romantic ones in this. So we're going to look at it like a contract. We're going to have party number 1 over here, party number 2 over here, and a center lane called the state of the contract, the middle lane, if you like. And we will really be looking at all of that in the extended. But this one, I think we've got like 15 cards just to get it going. It is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, particularly because you may relate or resonate to both sides. You can see this is a divine feminine, divine masculine read, balancing that, unifying that within yourself. This could be somebody you know, somebody you've been with, maybe someone you haven't met yet, but it's scripted. It's written into the contract. You signed on the dotted line before you came down here to do this, to do something that really has never been done on planet Earth, to anchor happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contracts. Imagine what that would do to the Earth's electromagnetic field. Everybody would be too busy making love to make war, right? Who's gonna, when you're getting that kind of vibe, that soul healing going on, you get what I'm saying. Holographically, it's just going to be a blessing to everybody. So that's why I'm doing these readings, right? This is why I say both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and I will do my best, including the cross watchers. You apply this to yourself. You're going to heal. They're going to heal. You're all going to help everybody heal. And I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to scan this particular soul contract so that we can anchor more of that on planet Earth It's a nice plan. Simple, not easy. Please take a nice deep breath. Here we go. Still point. Yeah. Using the Caroline Myss archetype cards, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers drawn to watching this video, receiving this reading. I need 3, one for party number 1, one for party number 2, A, B, whatever, and state of the contract, which we will not turn over in this reading, but will be the first card we turn over in the extended reading. So please, what do you got for this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract for the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers? There is party number 1. Give us party number 2, please. The dominant 8th chakra archetypes we're looking at here, shifting the electromagnetic dynamics of the chakras underneath them, right? What they attract, what they repel, the soul power being alchemized from shadow to light, led to gold, pain to peace, state of the contract in this romantic soulmate contract read. Now that card, I promise you, I will not turn over until it's ready, right? Which is at the beginning of the next reading, but this is for surezies in the title, so let's see what it is. A hero and a prostitute? Okay, we'll talk about the prostitute. Don't freak. It's not about sex. Well, a chunk of it might be, but it's a minor percentage. Ooh, all archetypes are neutral. We have got an action family archetype and a survival family archetype. Everybody has the same. So everybody has the same 4 survival archetypes: the child, the victim, victor, the saboteur, empower, and the prostitute. It's about faith and comfort. We'll get there. Let's talk about the hero. Now, it does say hero, heroine on here, but for brevity and title space in the YouTube videos, I usually say hero. To me, hero is gender neutral at this point, but what's written on the card is the shadow and the light, right? The lead, the gold. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold. That will come in play. The alchemy, the language of spiritual alchemy. The shadow is what neither one of you want to look at, and if you have looked at it, you don't want to deal with it, and if you are looking at it and dealing with it, you don't want anybody to know, probably not the other one either, depending, right? So that's true for both sides. So let's look. The shadow attribute, escapism and a false sense of heroism. That's essentially a villain, right? Escaping from responsibility, right? Or at least an anti-hero, right? At least a little Deadpool vibey Reno going on there. The light attribute, the gold you're going for, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. I mean, it's Heracles. The 12 labors, Hercules, but the original Greek Heracles, right? So the hero in the 8th chakra is going to really shift every bit of your energy field so that you take the hero's journey. That's why I do the timeless path of true love reads with extendeds, because that's all about whoever this is in this, right? That's just all about them. It could be any type of relationship in your life. In this case, it is being in relationship, a soul contract with someone who has the prostitute archetype, which is everyone on planet Earth, companies, corporations, right? Everything has the child, the victim, the saboteur, and the prostitute. But this is a magnificent thing, and it's gold, and it's true for any archetype. You can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. The hero could come and go in a day and maybe show up at some other point for a reason. A season, 10 years out of a whatever, 90-year life, that's a season. But for a lifetime is womb to tomb, so only you can kind of find that out for yourself if this is you. But everybody has this one lifelong. So the prostitute, the lead, the shadow attribute, places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. In other words, it's like, well, let me not rock the boat. Let me not rock the boat. I got a good thing going here, even though it's slowly killing me. Like, it's comfortable, right? Staying in the job where your soul has already moved on to something else, right? Just one example of near infinite. The light you're shooting for here accentuates, a little hard to say this morning, accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Faith and comfort. Faith and comfort. The guardian of faith and comfort. Will you negotiate your faith due to comfort? All right. A hero and a prostitute. I don't know. I've got like flashes of, you know, the Hercules, the Legendary Adventures. Oh, Kevin Sorbo, why? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 5 Daughters of the Moon Tarot to do the next 4 chakras down. Crown, throat, eye, throat, and heart. Spiritual, mental, willpower, and emotional power. We're going to take the Mythic Tarot and get 5 cards on this side for the lower 3 chakras, the root, the sacrum, the solar plexus, the masculine. This is the feminine energy. This is the masculine energy. Lower 3 chakras, relationships in the physical world. And in the extended, we flip decks. So you get the full chakra spectrum on both sides. It's kind of fun that way for me, at least. Let's get these. Oh, we're putting all 10 of them on the table, and then we'll flip them over element by element. You'll see it's the element spread. Breathe. Yeah, here we go. As I call upon my goddesses of air, the sign of Gemini, powers of the East. Goddesses, please, 5 cards in clarity, face down, element spread for the hero, heroine in this Gemini collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying, romantic soulmate contract, in potentia, in progress. What's their element of fire? Not looking. What they yearn for, what they burn for, what their heart's desire in this contract. How about their element of earth? The fuel to feed the fire to ground and manifest their heart's desire. How about their air? What they're thinking about this predominantly. This Gemini's going to have 10 billion thoughts in 10 seconds, but you know, a general overview there for the element of air. For their element of water, what are they really feeling about this? Heart, throat, third eye, crown. This hero, heroine on a path of passion for a path of personal envelopments, a lot of papas. And the card of spirit, the point of view of the soul, the eternal, immortal soul that incarnated to play the role of this hero slash heroine in this Gemini collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, and crosswatcher timeless romantic soulmate read. Hang on a second. We're going to do the same over here for the prostitute. Hooker with the heart of gold. Even Carolyn Mace, it's her deck, the Caroline Mace archetype deck, MYSS, she's a PhD, says that it's a very small percentage, like 5% of that involves sex and sexuality. The rest of it has to do with a lot more. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my gods of air, sign of Gemini, powers of the East, please, 5 cards in clarity, element spread for the prostitute archetype in this Gemini collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, and crosswatcher. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying, soulmate, contract in process, in progress. Please, in potential, please, we all have free will, please, what's their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their heart's desire in this contract, their element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire to ground and manifest their heart's desire in this contract, their element of air, what they are predominantly thinking about this contract. With the hero, heroine, element of water, what are they predominantly feeling about this contract? Hey, I know a lot of 2s want to come out, but no, please leave the right card in my hand, my gods. The Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, that's how they feel about this contract. And the card of spirit, I'll take that one. See, they make up for it. The point of view of the soul who incarnated to play the role of the prostitute in this relationship, this contract with this hero. Their elements of fire. Oh. Okay, now this is what they want, what their heart's desire, but often it can lead to, right? If it's not specifically what you think someone would want in their heart, then this is something that they would need to do to embrace that. Here we've got the 4 of Pentacles. Now I know 4 of Pentacles usually covering the heart. That's not the artwork here, which is why I use this deck. I love Daughters of the Moon Tarot. We are looking at an Earth card. Earth element, first of all, number 1 is about internal wisdom you get from experience in the world, right? Not the world otherwise we're talking about your internal organs. We're not talking about your internal organs here necessarily, symbolically maybe. Air security is the key word here, and it is that stability of the Four of Pentacles, right? Sure, there may be a guarding of the heart, or wanting to guard one's heart, wanting a sense of security in this relationship, but here we have 4 women of a tribe going to the local well, the tribal well, with their urns, right, with their jars to fill up and return, the well that never runs dry. So there is an element of water in there as well. So this could be they want sort of the wisdom of to have the emotional security, hopefully within themselves, not dependent upon the prostitute over here, because honey, they got the 9 of Swords. We got an overthinker. Now, why would you want that? Why would that be your element of fire? Well, it is one sort of way from completion. Now, these are relationships in the physical world. Root chakra, groups, tribes, anyone belongs to 3 or more people from humanity, right, to your ancestors, group of friends, whatever, going out to lunch with the same people, that's a tribe, right? So that could be this. This could be meaning dealing with all of the thoughts and the facts and the data, keeping them up at night, right? 9 of Swords, rider weight. 9 swords, right? It's a bit much. So wanting that to be dealt with. That's a very, very Gemini thing, but everybody does that. And here's what I know from Matt Kahn, bless his heart, he's so smart, which also rhymes. He said, when you are overthinking, it's like an alarm going off telling you that your heart is not open. You're out of balance. You're more in the mental than the emotional. And of course, being in the mental and the emotional without balancing the mental is no grand prize either. Let's look at the element of earth here. Well, on this side, interesting, the element of earth is the 6 of blades. Manipulation, which is a third eye thing for sure. Changing the way you see it. Now, again, traditional Rider Waite, right? Pamela Coleman Smith. It's a journey by water. It's not literally a journey by water. It's using mental process, meditation, prayer, counseling, therapy, whatever, to go from choppy water to smooth, hence manipulating the mind. This card has no reverse as a result of it. It is what it is. Spin, right? Like political spin, right? You take something, you shift it around. But seeing things differently is, the deal, because there's always a higher truth. And on this side, what they've got is the Ace of Cups. Aphrodite, sweet and flighty, possibly appearing without her see-through nightie, but you can't really tell because it's see-through. The Ace of Cups. The question is this being given or received? This would say that it has already been given or received, if that is something that is in their element of earth. And we've got feline intervention. Hey, Melky, do you want to come sit with me? Are you Melky? Yes, you are. My little Taurus tank of a kitten. He's like 8 years old, but he's my kitten. All right, so this could also very much be about communication, right? Clear, healthy, balanced communication if they're really looking for this emotional, if that's their heart's desire. I just want to be in this like secure emotional relationship with some sort of cuckoo bananas, which help each other heal. That's doable. This also would say to me that what this person has to overcome that, open the heart. Drink that cup, give it to yourself first. You can always generate another cup of love. Oh, a cup of love. Element of air for the air signs. Okay, let's take this one at a time. We have a court card. Pisces. The Maiden of Cups. Mami Watu. A mermaid of color. Just gonna leave that there. Do your research. But that would be the Knight of Cups in traditional tarot mutable water. So the changing emotions, maybe not mood swingy, but the dolphin surfing and the manta ray at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. It's a lot. This is 12th house dynamic. This is very heart chakra element of water here. So I would say that they are having a lot of changing feelings about this, hence wanting the wisdom of the emotional security. And they have the ability to do it through the balance of the mind. A journey from rough water, The turbulence. What is that? Charybdis, if you want to go Greek. I do. I love me some falafel. Some pistachio. Bring it on. Or is it, you know, the Swanee River? Right down upon the Swanee River. Right? Is it the stormy waters or smooth? For Pisces, I'm a Pisces moon, trust me. It can be both. It can be both. Because over here we got the sun. The element of air. This one is clear. This one is healing. Now, here's the deal. When it is a major arcana card, because this is the first time we have one in this spread, this reading, it's all the chakras represented. Lower 3 chakras. This person could be shining like the sun, very happy. Clear, at least mentally, about like what they think about this is like, this is healing. This is amazing. The thing about Apollo, don't lie. Don't lie to yourself or anybody else. He hates that. He's a god of light, a god of truth. He will expose that shit so fast. Trust me. I'm one of his and he's one of mine, whatever you want to say that. So, you know, the god of prophecy, the god of vision, the god of healing, and also the bringer of plagues. Really, don't piss him off. Tell him he's a sweetheart, though, once you get to know him. He's hot. Hot. So that sun, and as we know, you hear it all the time. It's actually originally in a video. The Secrets or the Mysteries of Tarot. Narrated by, oh God, his name just went out of my head. Sauron. No, right? Was he Sauron? Why can't I remember his name? It's gone. It'll come. Oh, my guides will remind me at some point. It was in the Lord of the Rings movie. Saruman. Can't remember his name. Whatever. Someone will type it in and then I'll remember before the video's done. Thank you anyway. There's just this is a really interesting setup here. That kind of brilliant light. Oh, the name of the video. Patty McLean is one of the readers interviewed. You can find it on YouTube. This Mysteries of the Tarot. Narrated by, oh, come on, why can't I, fuck, whatever. And that's where I originally heard that back in the early 90s, right? The sun card lightens and positivifies every other card in the spread. So I think with this 9 of Swords, some light, some truth, some healing is there to be done. But in the physical world, this hero might be shining like Apollo, shining like the sun, and they're thinking about them. Lots of different ways that could play itself out. Lower 3 chakras. Let's just look at the water. Hey, get over there, you. What's going on in the water? Okay. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, the element of water. I'm digging this. Shakti, the life dancer, the card of the world or the universe, right? A full emotional cycle completed, but not just cups, right? The entire spectrum. The entire fool's journey completed. So the next would then be what? In this deck, the dreamer, but in traditional tarot, the fool, the leap of faith. In terms of emotional empowerment, the hero has attained that, but they may not know that. And again, when it's a major arcana card in a chakra read, it's all 4. It is complete alignment, but particularly we're going to say heart chakra dominant, right? The opening of the heart. Digging this, because here we got the 8 of Wands. They want to move on this. They want to move on this, and they're overthinking it, or at least they want to deal with that overthinking. I think they're holding the Ace of Cups. I do. I think they're holding that Ace of Cups. They want to offer it. And they want to do it quickly, right? Those messages, those arrows of fire, they're what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire. And, you know, I'm sorry, this is the Gemini kind of feels like it's leading this way. It doesn't mean it can't be this way. But remember, people can have planets in Gemini they're unaware of. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Not everybody knows their birth time, right? So interesting, right? This one's completing, and this one's like, come on, I want to do this. Like, they're feeling the inspiration. They're feeling the passion, right? And there we go, that element of water with dolphins. Flipper, flipper, flipper. But is it faster than light? Let's find out. What does Spirit have to say? Ooh. the hero's got the Sibyl. Hold your water. It's an air sign. It's an air card. The Sibyl, the Oracle of Delphi, huffing ethylene gas out of a crack in the temple of the Oracle of Delphi. Someone else writing down what she's saying. A third one translating it because he's just getting high on rock gas there. The Oracle of Delphi was not a reader. Well, no, oracles are a whole different gig, like kings, princes in a time of warlords, right? Gods and kings, a warrior, Rose. You know, totally, it is that, right? People were like about the fate of an empire, not so much, does my twin flame love me? Yeah, but not the way you want. So a new thought coming in. It's like there's a brand new thing, and that does not surprise me. Emotionally, capping something off there, a graduation, and it feels lovely, right? In terms of that emotional security they want on the inner, the wisdom of that, I think they have that one in the bag or close to. So there is a new thought, there is a new clarity, there is a new maybe communication as far as the soul sees this. Over here, prostitutes got the Hierophant, the wounded healer, Chiron, the centaur, the Kentor, however you would like to pronounce it, living in a rose quartz cave. Thank you, Madeline Miller, Song of Achilles and Circe, brilliant works of fiction, but, you know, mythology is still in control in a lot of ways, right? We don't even are aware of it. The wounded healer, this is a step-by-step process. This is commitment. And again, this is all 3 chakras on the bottom, all lower. So we've got 1 major arcana here and 2 here, and we've got the Sun, a card of healing in the mind, and we've got the Hierophant in the soul, the spirit, kind of saying, take this step by step. No one's, you may be born a Hierophant, but nobody gets handed that position unless you're the Dalai Lama and you're the next one. That's a different gig, granted. But certainly the training, right, that one has to go through to become an expert in anything, a teacher. Yes, this can of course also mean marriage, something formal, something formalized. Interesting, but I can't take my eyes off the aspect that that is actually Chiron, a planet, an asteroid, technically, astrology, the wounded healer in you. Everybody's got a placement somewhere. I would just say, look at that, because everybody's got to learn how they survive, right? How to survive, like in everybody's highly individualized curriculum for each and every one of us, particularly growing up, right? We incarnate into these scripts already written with infinite varieties, right? We have free will as to the options presented. We don't have free will as to what the options are. Yeah, that's how, like a video game, yeah. All right, look, guys, this feels very, very interesting, but let's move this along to ask each of their higher selves what's going on here with the Whispers of Love Oracle Angela Hartfield. In the extended reading, we are using her Whispers of Lord Ganesh to help remove the obstacles of the 3 atoms of lead that would otherwise make these archetypes gold, little by little by little. Please take a nice deep breath. Still pointing. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above. The higher self of this hero, heroine, and the higher self of this prostitute archetype, which means that if there is real resonance with both sides, it's because everybody has the prostitute archetype, so they might be able to relate as well as resonate. So please make this very, very crystal clear for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the message of the higher self? Piece of information, inspiration needed for this hero, heroine, and for this prostitute archetype in this Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying, soulmate, contract, read. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Ho'oponopono, energy tapping, whatever arises, love that. Great book by Matt Kahn, right? to change this back to love, to shift the focus. And certainly that could be the soul sending down through from the 8th chakra down into the crown chakra, hitting that third eye of, oh, one inspired idea can change a life and help one to make that shift. And I would say if that's the emotional security and stability that they want on the inner, that's a good way to do it, right? The only thing that's real is love. Love is all you need. Beatles reference on purpose. I do hear leaf blowers in the back. If this gets really wicked crazy loud, I will pause this, but we really have this card and one more card left, so I might scream over them. I'm a quarter Sicilian. I can talk loud. Love endures. See, I don't know. If these two had a past before, I'm just wondering how this went. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So can they endure this 9 of Swords mental stuff going on? Well, you know, the Hierophant in the soul position might even say there is a wound here that needs to be healed, and it is procedural. It's not something that you necessarily run ahead forward into emotionally unless that is really ready to do that. So what I'm seeing here is this prostitute, right? Again, it's an archetype. It's an archetype. I'm not calling this person a hooker, right? Or a sex worker. Although, hey, blessed be the sex workers. Everybody's got their path to walk. Highly individualized curriculum. But what I'm kind of seeing here is like they're standing on the Argo. This is the Argo from Jason and the Argonauts with the dolphins going in the same direction as they are, right? Carrying this Ace of Cups of Aphrodite, but they're thinking about it, right? They're thinking about it. They have it to give. I just don't know that they are yet, but their mind, if they really do this in healing, then the love that will get them out of that constant mind looping, little by little by little, opening their hearts, will help them endure whatever this is. Last card down. You know I'm going to give you a Matt Kahn healing mantra, and if you're new to the channel, I think every reading I do has one of these. Why? Because it's not divination. It's a healing tool, and it's really good, and you're mutable air. You're an air sign. Mantras are really good for air signs. I have Mercury conjunct Venus, 3rd house in Libra, so they really work for me in the Venus aspect of these readings that I do, and of course I look at my own readings here. Please take a nice deep breath. I think you're going to like this. Still point. Yeah, as I call upon the ascended masters of romantic soulmate contract law, please, one card in clarity for this hero, heroine, and this prostitute archetype in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. Mutable air going on literally right outside my house with the landscapers, with the leaf blowers. Please, the perfect healing mantra to help them to do the alchemy of shadow to light, light to gold, pain to peace with this hero and this prostitute to help them heal. As they heal themselves, they're helping the other one heal. That's the quantum entanglement of a soulmate contract. So please, whether they know each other or not, whether they've danced together or not, whether they just met, please, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra for the Gemini and cross watchers in this timeless read. You want me to take that long, trust me. That's so that, oh yeah, overcoming fear. There you go. Overcoming fear. I will transcend every loss. I think there is a good chunk of this that this might be a past relationship for somebody that did not go well, even though it's a soulmate contract. Oh, soulmates still argue. Soulmates still can break up. Sometimes when the contract is over, the contract is over, right? It just is. You did everything you were supposed to do. Great job, right? You're still helping each other heal. But that's a good story. I mean, all right, I'm going to go Nora Ephron for a minute. Like when Harry met Sally. Oh, they met in the first scene and all went well. Well, that was a quick movie, right? Billy Crystal, Meg Ryan, they got paid for like, what, 10 minutes? No, there is the back and forth. I mean, how many romantic novels do you need to... Oh, please, M.C. Beaton, British romance mystery author. I'm hooked on M.C. Beaton, right? Agatha Christie, right? These stories, the myth of Eros and Circe, Eros and Circe cover, but Eros and Psyche, there's a video for that in the description box. I found one that tells the myth and sort of like panels of cartoons. I think it's really cool. Go check that out. All these love stories. The course of true love never did run smooth. So, overcoming fear is a part of life, but if you are afraid of losing this person or losing this person again, both sides, or maybe you're dealing with the loss of another person, bringing that into the situation, again, near infinite number of ways this can play itself out, but nonetheless, this mantra works. It's a real alchemical tool. I will transcend every loss. When fear is overcome, you are able to rest in the resilience of your soul, no matter how frustrated or inconvenienced your ego seems to be. You are able to embrace each obstacle and circumstance as life's auspicious way of helping you become the one you are always destined to be. So everybody wants a destined soulmate romantic deal. Well, you gotta go through then the fate. Fate is lead, destiny is gold. Not every hero takes the hero's journey. And so they suffer their fate instead of manifest their destiny. Just overcome fear. Yeah, 2 words, thanks. It's a journey. In overcoming fear, every loss surely inspires a gain of insight for the evolution of your spiritual journey. This mantra is ideal for opening back up to life, healing chronic fatigue, which I think is a very interesting take and possible thing for people, and releasing cellular memories. And cellular memories are passed down from your generation back to cave people. Trying to be good with the gender thing, right? The cave them, the cave they, right? Passed down survival fears, right? Pterodactyl, well, humans and they weren't at the same time, but you know what I'm saying, right? Passed down through the societal rights and traumas of your individual family, the racial consciousness, down through the generations, right? Every emotion has a biochemical consequence. So what are we carrying, right? It's in our cell tissues. Amazing. So really, huge opportunity here, because the opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can truly have no opposite. A Course in Miracles, the introduction. Check it out. A miracle is a shift in consciousness from fear to love, from pain to peace, from toxic to healthy, from lead to gold. Just saying. So we're going to do a little blessimation. We're going to summarize all of this. We're going to bless it at the same time. And then if you want, chill out till the very end of this when I release the Gemini Collective and Crosswatcher energy fields, usually by letting the goofy free, because there's nothing here worth freaking about except the overcoming fear, which you kind of have to do anyway. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for the Gemini Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Crosswatchers watching this video, receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to manifest a happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract with this hero and this prostitute. The hero embracing their passion for a journey of impersonal empowerment, which might very well do that for themselves in terms of their heart's desire, really establishing their own emotional wise security within themselves through mental manipulation of themselves, voluntarily journaling, writing, going from choppy water to smooth on a journey, right? I think the Seven of Swords, the idea of a journey there plays well with the hero's journey, because there's a lot of water in the mind on this one, a lot of emotions, perhaps clouding. Pisces is not known to be the clearest sign ever, right? Illusions and fantasies are part of the 12th house dynamic, but it's also the collective unconscious, right? So there might be something very strongly intuitive going on here in the third eye of the hero, maybe influenced by a Pisces placement in their chart, maybe not, but emotionally they've completed something, some soul lesson Maybe they've alchemized this from villain to hero completely, but it's all a spiral, not just a cycle, because we keep going higher. There's, right, get to the peak of one mountain, there's the foothills of the next, but their soul is saying new info coming in. This just in, breaking news, a new way of seeing this, perhaps a prophecy or a vision, which heroes do get when they need them. And may the one with this prostitute archetype really accentuate the challenge. May they see how it's being accentuated, the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of their spirit. Maybe what other people think. Well, what about that? What about that? A lot of thoughts going on here. So their heart's desire comes as a result of resolving that with this Ace of Cups. Aphrodite, sweet and flighty, with or without her see-through nighty, offering that seed of love to themselves first. I would highly recommend, with everything else we've got going on this side, because then I feel like they would be offering it to the hero, and really one of the gods of heroes, Apollo. That light, that healing, that truth, that lighting up the lower three chakras here, big time. You know, I am really getting, this might be a lot about not just gossip, but tribal belief, since we've got that overcoming fear there as well. Our pantheons of the divine, so that they do the healing and find the happiness in the mind there. That then, of course, would move that emotion into a place of let's communicate, let's do this, let's move forward, let's bust a move with fire via water, while the soul is saying step by step, formalize this. Go to a teacher, go to a counselor, right? Or maybe this is about marriage and making something formalized in stages, and maybe they have the ability to be that wounded healer for themselves. And as they heal, they're helping this one heal. And as this one heals, this one is healing, because the hero just needs to get, the only thing that's real is love. No matter what happened, it's a great prayer at the end of the day. Divine, I surrender this day to you. May only the love remain, because that is the only thing that is real, and that this prostitute can endure, because love doesn't give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation, because love is freaking eternal, so that they can both they have always transcended every loss, and they will transcend any loss that has happened before they met, if they met before, and whatever goes on here, everyone transcends every loss in reason, season, or maybe it does take a lifetime. And may they be healed, and may they be blessed with all that they need to anchor a happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract energy into their lives and into the Earth's electromagnetic grid, moving us into a more golden, loving, romantic, sexual, and intimate timeline, which I think would be a blessing at this point on planet Earth if it's done in that healthy, wealthy, happy, wise way, for their well-being, for our well-being, and for the well-being of all. And with harm to none. That's big. Harm to none on this one. As we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Kooky gems. Outrageous. Not just even truly outrageous, but truly, truly, truly outrageous. And if you thought this reading clicked for you, please hit the thumbs up, hit the like, so that other Geminis and cross-watchers can find it. And if you want more of me here on YouTube and you haven't yet, subscribe. I'm not stopping. I'm not. This is my gig. This is what the gods want and the archangels want me to do. Fine. I'm doing it. I'm really enjoying the creativity and the self-expression of it and all of that. But if you want deeper, daily magic, miracles, mysticism, and mal, come Patreon on Patreon. Seriously, click the link and check it out. And if you are a creative type and you're looking for a means of putting your creativity out there with support from people who actually really, really want it, really check it out for yourself. For me, it's the best career move I ever made, and really spiritually, what I'm sharing over there, the exclusive content is pretty cool. And if you want to book me for a private reading, simple enough to do. There's a link in the description box called Booking a Reading with Mal. Explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal, but were afraid to ask. I love you. Hang in there. Do the work. Overcome the fear. It's little by little. It's not a weekend workshop. It's a journey. It is definitely a journey. Help each other heal and help us all here. And wishing you the very best and the very blessed in your happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract in process. I love you. Hail. Farewell. and blessed, blessed be.